Hello everybody! This past summer I had the most incredible time in Hungary. So I took a bunch of videos and I thought that I'd just kind of voice over them to kind of explain what's going on and give you a glimpse of what happened each week. When I first got to the city with my new host sister, we went straight to St. Stephen's Basilica, and that is the beautiful building that you're looking at right now. Then took me to a few different parts of the city just so I could get a little preview of what I'd be seeing in the next upcoming week. The next morning, I went with my host sister and her mom to the Hungarian Parliament building, which was just absolutely spectacular. The building is one of the biggest Capitol buildings in the entire world, and it was completed in 1902, and it is just incredible and absolutely beautiful from both the inside and the outside. That night I had dinner with my host sister and her boyfriend on the Danube River, and then the next morning I went with my host mother and my host sister's boyfriend to the Buddha Castle, which you are looking at right now. Here we went to a museum which was located inside the Buddha Castle, and we took a bunch of pictures, and the views were just incredible. You could see the entire city, the basilica, the parliament. And right next to the castle was Matthias Church and the Fisherman's Bastion, and that's what you're looking at right now. This also had a great view of the city. I took a few more pictures here. We then got macaroons at my host sister's little shop, and we met up with a few more friends. We then took a little boat ride to Margaret Island and just explored the island. Here are the remains of a 9th century Christian building, which I just thought was very, very cool. It was just so old. And then we saw some people doing some sort of weird exercise meditation thing in the park. And then a music fountain, which the music kind of coordinated with the water pattern. The next day, I went with my host sister and her friend back to St. Stephen's Basilica, and we went to the rooftop this time to get another view of the city and take a few pictures. We then got lemonades at the Zoo Cafe, which was a place where they would put animals on your table while you drank, different sorts of animals, snakes, rabbits, iguanas, and then they had little cats running around that you could pick up and hold, which my host sister is holding right now. after the Zoo Cafe, we took a quick metro ride to Freedom Square. And right next to the Freedom Square, there were these little castles, which were very picturesque. They looked straight out of a Disney film, out of Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella. We then stopped to looking at the Hungarian baths, which Hungary is known for, the hot baths. And here's the metro, which is one of the first metros in Europe. For breakfast, I was always given a ton of food to choose from: yogurt, bread, all different sorts of stuff. I then went to a kind of interactive museum, which was a replica of a Hungarian town. We met up with a fellow youth exchange camper and her host family, and then we had a delicious dinner, and we went to a very cute, tiny little town on the Danube River. The next day, I went with my host sister to a little nature exhibit, and we got to see all different sorts of animals and fish, and we got to pet stingray at the end. That night we went to the FINA opening ceremonies, which was kind of the water sports world championships. We got to see fireworks and CeeLo Green, and it was a really spectacular opening ceremony. And here I am with the other girl in the youth exchange. Her name is Alex from Sweden, and we're trying blueberry flavored palinka for the first time. The next day I went with my entire host family to the hills of Buda to get another view of the city. We would eventually see the Freedom statue, and here we took some more pictures, and that's my host sister's dog, Lulu. And here is the Freedom statue, which I was talking about, which is a monument to people who sacrificed their lives for Hungary. And here's me trying real palinka, homemade, 60% alcohol for the first time. My host family cooked a lot for me, and on the last day they gave me longos, and we went to a French festival. We then went to a cute little pub, and I got to catch one last glimpse of the city before I left for my youth exchange camp.